Yo, what's up, everybody out there listening? You're in the highway, it's morning time, you're drinking your Mac Cafe or your Burger King coffee, and I don't know why you will be going to Burger King for your coffee. It's disgusting. This is The Edge Radio, 1540 AM 101.7 FM, and I am Enrique Francisco Chacon Herrera, bringing you every Latin heat that you can handle. And to my right, I have the lovely Grace Kirk and the lovely Tressa Ellaby. How y'all doing?
Morning. What's happening?
Morning. I'm highly medicated and not dedicated to anything.
Yeah, and that is
medicated
everybody.
and not dedicated.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
But we already knew that.
We knew that.
That is hilarious.
Grace, you remind me of every small business in America right now.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, every small business right now is
Right now,
yeah.
it's a struggle. If you're a small business, if you're a restaurant, I'm trying to go to as many black-owned businesses as I can, and also Hispanic-owned businesses.
all right.
Yeah, so yesterday I went to Soul Food Vegan.
Woo!
Ooh, Soul Food
That's
Vegan
my
is
place.
so
I love
fire.
Soul Food Vegan.
Chili cheese fries, but they're not even, it's not chili. It's just deliciousness. And it's not even cheese. So good. And I also went to Snowballs. No, I think it's Snowballs.
Well, the
Yeah.
cheese is cashew cheese. You know what I mean?
cheese.
Yeah, cashew cheese, lots of veggies, and but I love that place. I love Soul Food Vegan.
Right.
On what is that, Emancipation?
Right, yeah, and Emancipation, yeah. It's
Yeah.
super close to the Secret Group. And
yes.
That's the comedy club. If
You
you
got to
don't
try
know.
the platter too.
So, have you been to Corny Vibes?
No.
No. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's in Montrose. It's like a new vegan restaurant, and I think they specialize in like their vegan wings.
Really?
But yeah,
so
whenever I
good.
do Uber Eats, I pick up from there a lot, and it literally looks so good. Like I want to go. I was gonna message you.
Corny.
and
Okay,
be like, do you want
message
to go?
me.
Like we should
Message
go.
me that one. I mean,
Right.
I've been following the vegan diet since August 28, 2017. I'm not a ethical vegan. Meaning, because there's different types, okay?
Right.
So you got the
Right.
ethical vegan, you got the vegan for health, that's me. You have people that won't wear certain things. I mean, the true word, the meaning is to not use any animal products at all. But I'm
yeah.
changing the definition. I'm vegan thick. This is about living longer without disease-free living.
Right. And you know what? I think out of all the vegans, you're my favorite vegan. You're like the people's
Hello?
champ of vegans, because most
because I don't
vegans
bother you about it?
Well, you don't. I mean, you talk about it, but
I talk about it.
Yeah, you talk about it, which is good, but like you're not this vegan, this ultra like a spiritual hippie or like a weekend hippie, or
You know what? I am super spiritual, but it's not like I'm not concerned about animal souls.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
I'm
right.
not concerned if they were killed humanely. Like that's not.
Right.
I'm sorry, but But look, if we don't eat them, that's going to benefit humans.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If we don't eat them, then they can eat each other. We don't have too much of one thing breeding animals and causing all kinds of exhaust and gas and everything from what do you call it, from producing it.
Right. Your
And
carbon footprint.
Right. And then and on What the Health, when I watched that's what made me angry and decide to do this. But when I watched that, there was a meat plant, I want to say it's North Carolina, and all the runoffs that go into the water from that, like that whole area, they have all kinds of diseases. Like the people that live around the plant have asthma and cancer and all kind of things because of whatever that runoff is going into
Which
their
plant?
water stream. I want to say it's North Carolina. I'm gonna have to
Wait,
look.
what kind of plant is it?
It's a
though?
meat producing plant.
You know what? People,
Cows.
yeah, and Houston has its own problem. In Fifth Ward, they are suing the water companies because they have linked the water to cancer. And like these black neighborhoods, like
That's crazy.
just the waters have like sulfides, they have acetates, and they have like chemicals that aren't supposed to be in there. And it's like chemicals that, of course, the water gets filtered, but it's not a very thorough process, especially if you're not a River Oaks neighborhood. But
Right.
what I wanted to talk about, me going to all these black-owned businesses, man, a lot of these people who have their businesses at home, right, on Facebook Marketplace, or like just selling like earrings or whatever, and you're a black-owned business, like you can label yourself as a black-owned business right now in America, especially with the pandy going on, and get yourself a small loan.
Do you see with the pandy?
With the pandy.
The pandemic,
That,
the little pandy.
The pandy.
you
Did
know?
you just call the whole disease the pandy?
It's the pandy.
Well, see, Roxy Hayes calls the quarantine the teen. So the teen. So we got the teen, and then we got the pandy.
I'm a grown man.
Roxy Hayes
can't have
does a lot
no
of
teens around me.
questionable
Like,
Well, TINE.
oh, T-I-N. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm a grown man. I can't have
Roxy
nothing
Hayes
with
also
teen
eats
work.
onions like apples or whatever
And,
she's doing.
and
on
she eats
Facebook.
oranges. No, it was it wasn't onions. It was
That's what my uncle
oranges.
did.
Yeah, everybody
My
has a
grandpa.
friend like Roxy. It's just a, you know.
No, I don't think anyone has a friend like Roxy. Roxy's
She
really
is
is a
one
unicorn.
of a kind.
She's a unicorn.
She's one of my best friends. One of a kind, and she is crazy.
And, the most,
You know.
you know,
But it's not all that easy to get loans, by the way.
Oh, it's not all
Yeah,
easy.
as a small business owner, that's not the easiest thing. However, you definitely want to, if you have a small business, you want to go on SBA.org for payroll protection loans and things like that they
Right.
are giving out to those that qualify.
Right,
So those
right.
have indeed been coming through.
And in order to get one of these business loans, you for sure have to be an LLC. If you haven't made your company into an LLC, and even me being a stand-up comedian, Grace Kirk, yourself also, and Tressa, like we can make ourselves into LLCs and write off, just like gas receipts from our taxes. It's something that I need to be doing, but I'm not doing because I'm unmotivated and depressed and soulless.
you're depressed?
Unmotivated.
Oh my God, then we all
What
are.
did you say earlier? Unmotivated.
You say you
Oh, I'm highly medicated and not dedicated.
And not
Yeah,
dedicated.
yeah, exactly
Oh, okay. See, I
that,
thought I
yeah.
was trying to rhyme a different one.
That's
with
what I was
something
trying
else.
to. I was trying to circle back to.
Yeah,
your
but
state
I
of
mean,
mind.
I don't have my comedy business as a LLC, but
Mm-hmm.
I have an amazing accountant that I've had for 8 years. Shout out to Miss Deborah.
You have your own accountant?
Absolutely. I mean, I've had a business for a very
How
long
do you
time.
get? Because I know there's some like online accountants.
You just ask them to be your accountant.
Yeah, but like,
Well, I mean, I go see her. I bring my documents.
who would you
to her and
recommend? Because you
everything.
can ask.
Well, I don't even know if my accountant is taking
An idiot to
other
do it, yeah.
clients. I mean, she's so busy.
She's not
like,
taking any new poor
I
clients.
don't think she's
Enrique.
taking any more clients, but I mean,
Poor.
you have to research that and look at the reviews and things like that. But typically, accountants kind of come from word of mouth sometimes too,
Word of
because
mouth,
it's
yeah.
all about you're gonna give this person all your information. They need to have a quick turnaround time, and it depends on with businesses. You might file quarterly,
Right,
you know
right,
what I
right.
mean, or it just kind of depends.
That, like, hurts
but
to even hear
I
about.
don't have my comedy business as a LLC, but I do write off lots of things. You know what I
Right.
mean? Any travel that you have, your website, your marketing expenses, your cell phone.
Exactly,
If
yeah.
you have an office, you can figure out. I believe, like if your office is 1/3 of your place, then you're like writing off 1/3
Right,
of
right,
your
right,
taxes.
yeah.
But you don't listen to me. You got to talk to your accountant.
Find your
How that
accountant.
is actually going to work for you, but keep all your receipts in regard to your business, whether that's Uber receipts, everything.
Right.
Keep it all. Taking people out to lunch, I'm a booking manager, so I might do a little bit of that, take some people out to lunch or for my own business. I write all that stuff off.
Yeah, invite them. Go
Keeping all of
to
it.
go to a coffee shop, a black-owned coffee shop.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know, I
Some
don't
New
know.
Orleans
Oh,
style
yes,
coffee or
it's-
something.
You know what? There is a black-owned coffee shop in the Heights, and they have tacos too. But what is
I'm
it
not
called?
sure what
I think
the
it's
name
called
is.
Good Coffee.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it's called Good Coffee. But
Yeah, but anyways, if you're a small Facebook company, make yourself into an LLC, get yourself that black-owned business loan, and also get yourself a small business loan. And the small business loan is different because with that loan, you can for real get thousands and thousands of dollars in order to survive the pandy and
the pandy.
yeah.
I
Besides
guess that's
that,
better than people saying Miss Rona.
yeah, I don't know.
I
Oh
really
my
ain't
God.
bad.
Miss Rona, genders. There's no genders nowadays.
Oh, look who we got over here.
Yeah, there's no genders nowadays. Come on, I don't have.
Okay, Enrique Chacon.
I'm gender non-binary, Grace. If you didn't know, so.
You know what?
You said that you were the other week just to get more bookings.
No. I'm really.
That is
Whenever we had
hilarious.
the ladies' night at the Empire,
I
he was
shop-
like, "Well, I'm non-binary, and I'm like, well, that still doesn't mean you're a woman.
Great.
You're actually not.
Right.
If I was a robber, I will go to your closet and take your jeans, Grace, because I will rock them just like I was rocking these.
I don't wear
Those
jeans.
Well, I mean, Enrique is thickalicious. Okay.
Thank you, appreciate that. That's
He
all I
is
wanted to
thick-
hear.
He is thickalicious. He is thick in them jeans for
Yeah.
no reason at all.
You know, just
He's
thick.
got phantom centaur butt.
You know what?
I don't know what that means, but what does that mean,
It's from the
Grace?
show Girls. It's like, you know how horses have like nice butts?
Well, that's
I'll
what they
take
call
it.
a
I mean,
stallion.
I'll take
that's,
it.
That's,
I'll
you
take
know,
it.
that's
He's
Megan
got
Thee Stallion
phantom
told her
centaur
story
butt.
how she was called
I'll
a
take it.
stallion because
It's hard being thick in
I
America.
was telling him it's just like when you're tall and thick.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's tall and thick.
Right, right.
Are you tall? Are you
Tall and-
stallion?
No, I'm a brick house.
A brick house?
I'm brick house thick. Yes.
So how do you
So,
classify
yeah, now,
brick
look, I was born
house?
in '78, y'all. So clearly, that's old term from the song "Brick House."
I was like, brick house, are you from Texas and thick and you're a brick house? Cause,
I
you
ain't
know,
from
it's-
Texas. Remember, I'm
it's
from
the-
Chicago.
I know, yeah. I know you're from Chicago. That's why I'm like,
Right.
brick house.
But brick house, it doesn't matter where you from. It literally means that you are stacked up. Stacked up, flat stomach. You got everything else in the right places. My measurements are 45, 37, 50.
Okay, I wouldn't
You
call
got
that
your
brick house.
measurements
I
out.
would just call that being literally perfect.
You know what? Literally.
yeah.
No, I am still
She's
considered
trying to
fat
get booked
to
on
most of the
Sunday.
world.
Trust, watch out.
I am still fat to most of
Yeah,
the world.
anyways,
I mean, that's okay.
Well,
That's my before picture.
Oh my gosh.
That's a huge.
was
That's
that?
a horrible angle too, as well. But this was at Roxy's show 3 years ago, I guess.
You heard about the term
Dutch
revenge body?
Revenge, of course.
Revenge
I've heard
body,
of
you heard about the
revenge.
term?
You know what? Who you want to revenge? Who you want to? Who
do I wanna
a woman
revenge?
now? So,
Me.
I got a woman right now, right? I think it would be cool to get fit, just so I could have a better relationship with my girls, just so we could just be the power couple.
right,
Yeah,
right.
I would love to be just the power couple, like go into a soccer game and wreck it up.
Wait, what does this have to do with bodies? Being a power couple?
Because if you have a body that you fit, obviously, right? So you can play better
Okay.
or join better bar activities. I don't know.
I'm so against that whole
Revenge
narrative.
body?
What,
that
the
you
revenge body?
need to look like this to be look like this to be blah.
To be right. To
oh my
look a
god,
certain
there's
way.
no, you don't need to look like anything to be anything. Okay.
Okay.
That's so I feel harmful towards young people to hear about. And then they develop
Don't you agree though? People should
No.
have aspirations of health.
no.
Like and as long
He's like, no.
if your sugar level is down, and now you have a flatter stomach, it's
I
not
mean,
good.
the
And then
thing
you'll be
about it is-
happier.
The thing about it is that I'm I think 208 pounds, but all my vitals are amazing. I don't have any high blood pressure or any issues with thyroid or anything like that. So you can be overweight and still be healthy, But so the idea is, because they get on the singer Lizzo all the time about her
twerking on her Instagram.
weight, her weight
She's
or whatever.
pretty.
Yeah, I mean she was twerking. She was twerking with a bare butt thing, and it did kind of like a cardboard, but still, it's about, okay, do you want to be healthy? You know what I mean? And
Right.
and absolutely, I want to be healthy, but you don't have to be a size. I don't want to be a single digit at all. You know what I mean? So that in my eyes, in my culture, that's not attractive to
Right.
be thin. I like the word skinny is a bad word in the black community in the first place. That's not even
Skinny.
something we
Skinny's not
we
a
don't
word, yeah.
aspire to. We don't
Or in the
aspire to
Hispanic
be.
community.
We're not trying to be.
Yeah.
Now, if you were brought up in L.A. or Miami, you're
She's
trying
so
to be
skinny.
you're trying to be a actress. Then I guess so. But we're not aspiring to be a 0 or a 2 or a 4. It's not that. It's not even a conversation that the average black woman even has. To be some
Skinny.
single digit skinny, we don't even say that. That's not curvy,
Trim.
voluptuous.
Now, white people, on the other hand, they want to be
healthy,
skinny really bad.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we don't talk like that. That's not even a desire of ours to be skinny. No, it's not. It's not at all. But again, if you're trying to be an actress or something,
LA, that's LA skinny, and that's the culture
they're
there.
going to tell
Skinny.
you're going to. I would imagine that if I'm ever on get an acting job or something, they would be like, well, you need to lose weight unless I'm playing the plus size
or
woman.
like the role, yeah.
I mean,
and
yeah.
you know what? There's roles out there now in Hollywood for
Well,
that.
it needs to be
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that represents the normal woman, the normal person,
Right.
and it's unfair because men they can have bad teeth, they can be overweight, they can have jagged teeth.
Will
extra
Ferrell, he
teeth.
just released Eurovision on Netflix, and
But
What is it called?
Horrible movie.
Eurovision.
I fell asleep
It's
on it.
about. I did too.
I fell
It's
asleep.
an Icelandic band, right? And they go into an Icelandic competition, and it's that come up story. They win,
Right.
right? Become big, and like Will
But
Ferrell.
it's like supposed to be funny along the way.
uh,
I didn't see that for that, but you know.
It wasn't
Right.
funny. It wasn't funny
I
enough.
didn't get that.
And
from it.
I have always loved Will Ferrell.
Yeah, and of course, Will Ferrell is a different animal because he's Will Ferrell. You know, he has
Would
the
you hook up with
cloud.
him?
No,
I would.
I wouldn't.
For
He's
money.
not that funny.
You wouldn't hook up with him?
No,
That's
he's
my
not that
favorite
funny.
game to play.
What about Chris Rock?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, me too.
yeah. You
I'm
know
sorry.
what? Well, I mean, the rumor is no. Never mind. I'm not gonna say
Please.
that.
Please.
I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, like Chris Rock. I mean, there are men that are so funny that I wouldn't date them normally, but because like listening to them in interviews and things like that. What is it? Who? Oh my God, tip of my tongue.
What, the guy from 300?
What?
Who you talking
I'm
about?
sorry. What?
We're talking about unattractive men here.
He is attractive.
No,
Gerard Butler?
not 2020 attractive, because if you see him in 2020, you know, he's full on
Well, I
Tom
mean,
Hanks body.
they had spray painted abs on. They had sprayed the abs
Right.
on those men. You know, but I was thinking of the Lil Rel that had, you know, I wouldn't. That's
Would.
not my type.
Would.
But he's so funny, and I have always loved Jay-Z. Jay-Z is ugly. And, you know, and he said himself, you know, you ain't nobody ugly once you have $1 billion, which is true, you know. But before he had the money, it wasn't just what he looked like; it was actually listening to him and listening to him talk about, you know, creating business and you know, building an empire, and you know, I'm attracted to that. But typically, you got to be really.
I mean,
really,
if you're an ugly
really
dude,
funny.
if you're an ugly dude, you can't dress well, right? You can attempt to get as fit as you can
What
get.
is this conversation?
It's body positivity, you know, just living in America.
I don't know.
Just
I
living
actually
conscious.
tend to go for like
Ugly guys?
because I'm like, they'll like me back.
but
But
what's
cheat on me
ugly?
anyways. There is
That's what I'm
no
saying.
dating yet, so go for the hot ones.
That's what
okay?
I'm saying. I mean,
might as well get
because
something out of it.
if you go for somebody, and we are sorry, y'all, because we are like this has been 4 conversations. We're comics. Look,
and I'm
so
sexist against men.
she is.
You gotta find your right man or
Did you
woman.
say white?
No,
Okay, canceled. Canceled.
What's well?
I didn't say man. I said man. You have to find your right man. right.
He said. She didn't say. He said. I said she. I'm sorry, Enrique.
Oh, it's okay.
I didn't
Gender
mean
binary
to
over
argue
here.
with you.
10-year-old lady.
Gender
Because you are
binary over
looking
here.
like really non-binary over there with,
Thank
the,
you.
little,
It's-
with the little swoop on the side. and
Exactly. That's why I
everything.
have
Yeah.
it. You know, I've been having this since second grade. I've been
Yeah.
knowing since second
He
grade.
just looked like a really pretty woman that didn't wear makeup today. You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying?
Unlike me when I don't wear makeup.
Mhm. You see-
Me and Enrique look the same.
But
I think I get more.
what were we talking about? We were talking about body positivity.
Okay, so body positivity.
About
Grace
how-
was saying
I
she
date
would
ugly
date
guys.
an ugly guy because the thought is that they're going to treat you better, but they still cheat. Men are going to cheat until they decide not to. Period. Okay, that is what's gonna happen. They're not. It's not. And then once they get the girl that's really attractive, they're like, oh, so I can get this. Oh, okay, let me try this again.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
you get cheated on.
Yeah.
You ever been cheated on?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
probably that.
You know, so I am gonna say most likely.
Oh,
Okay.
same.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I mean,
say
I
most
know I
likely.
have.
Like I won't sit up here and be like, oh, I ain't never been. I just don't know it. It's not for sure. The only evidence I have is 15 years ago. My ex-husband, back in the day, we used to share cell phones.
Your daughter's father?
Yeah, my daughter's father. Yeah, I was married when. Yeah.
Shared
me too.
cell phones.
So my daughter's father, my ex-husband, back in the day, 15 years ago, we shared phones because he worked the third shift.
Sounds like a myth.
And I know, right?
Yeah.
And I worked the morning shift, so we only needed one cell phone. We had a house phone back then. You know, y'all ever heard of landline?
I know.
I had a landline.
Y'all had landlines?
My
Okay.
mama put a landline
So we had a landline.
back in 2010.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my
I used
parents
to,
caught me. 'cause
I
they,
used
you
to
know, they
call
got on
I'll be
there.
sure and the boys on my landline for $9.99 a minute and got grounded. But anyway, so when I was married, I got married at 19. All right.
Okay.
But by this point, I'm like 25 or something, 24, 25. And we shared a cell phone, and a chick called the cell phone
A chick.
for my husband.
She's a pizza delivery girl.
You know what I mean? So the story is that she was over his friend's house, and she was just calling for the friend to see if my husband was gonna come over to smoke. They were, you know, they were gonna smoke the marijuana,
Right.
and
They gonna
that
roll
was
up.
her excuse. And so that my assumption is yes, he was cheating, but I have no concrete.
You don't have
proof.
concrete evidence.
Here's the thing. They're always cheating in one way or another. I don't think there's any...
Always?
Yes. He doesn't even know it. He's
Always.
probably doing something right now.
Always cheating.
If
She just
they're
said
not,
always
like,
cheating.
yeah,
I am
constantly-
doing nothing for making sure I'm talking about
there
gender
are
binary issues.
Yeah.
any men
No,
out
I'm
there
kidding.
listening,
Please
though,
call in.
please call in and tell us, because see, most women just think y'all all cheat.
Because
okay?
they do.
But 281-587-1540, please call in
Again.
and tell us, are there any men who have ever not cheated? Ever?
Right.
No.
Like, does that even, do y'all exist?
Me. I never cheated.
Me.
But here's the
Me, I'm
thing.
right here. Let me call it right now.
You may have not explicitly hooked up with another girl, but they're always cheating in one way or another.
Like
they
in
might
your
be
mind?
having an emotional affair.
I
Like
thought
they
that was
like
us that
somebody
did
else.
that more. I thought
Listen,
women
we're
did
not
that
talking
more.
about women right now. Take it off us. We're talking about men, the bad ones.
Hey, this is girl
Okay.
talk over here. Hey, look. So what do you mean by okay, so say you don't cuddle with your beloved at home, right?
Beloved.
But if you go to the bar, right, and you're like chatting it up,
And you cuddle with a stranger? Is there a bed at the bar?
like in the
I wanna go to
bar
that
stool, like in the bar stool, like right there.
No one in the history of life has ever done that before. No one has ever cuddled on a bar
History.
stool, Enrique. You need to make your situations more realistic.
Okay. Just conversation. If you just have better conversation with a different woman that's not or man that's not your beloved at home,
Okay.
is that emotionally cheating?
No, I mean, listen, you and I have pretty great conversations, but you're not cheating on your girlfriend with me about it. Because the difference is you're not like romantically interested, you know?
Okay.
You can have good conversations. I guess that was a bad example because you and I don't really have good conversations.
We don't?
But I know that there's
conversations.
someone out there I
Hey,
have good
you
conversations.
and your podcaster friend.
Right, Antonio.
Yeah,
okay,
Antonio,
so
yeah.
we have a podcast together,
Yeah.
and we're extremely close friends. Everyone thinks we're dating.
Yeah.
I
We're
bet
not.
you started that. You did a Roxy Hayes thing where like you would like put that y'all were like
That
married or
happened.
something. I thought for sure
That
it
is
was
the
like a joke.
Mandela effect.
I thought it was a joke or
No,
something. I
it's
thought
just-
for
she
sure you
does
did
that.
something like you would put that y'all were together or something. But or maybe I'm just thinking about when you had posted to me and you were like, "Hey, that's my man," but you were joking.
Yeah, probably.
But I thought for sure you had posted like a fake engagement
Relationship.
status or
No.
relationship status. She didn't post a fake relationship
I
status.
thought you did.
No.
Man, I'm
I was like,
combing
where's
through your stuff and
Perkins?
I'm
Okay, it's
find
gonna take
it.
hours.
Because up until today, up until what you just said, I thought y'all were together.
She has like 10,000
I
posts.
sorry.
used to be married to Jamal on Facebook, but that was the
Jamal's
only one.
another Houston
Married?
comedian, if y'all don't know.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Oh, on
Like,
Facebook.
yeah.
Okay. I was waiting a minute. I was like,
All right, the listeners do not need to know that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
care about my life.
Yeah, make sure if
They
you
should.
give the listeners specifics, just explain it.
Yeah.
just explain what's really.
No, I mean just having good conversation
Emotionally
with someone isn't
affairs.
cheating, but like if you're like, dang, like they do be looking kind of fresh though. That's that's starting on a wrong path, you know.
What kind of guys are? Hey, you're looking so fresh today.
They do be looking kind of
but
fresh though.
I wonder if I could sit next to
What
you and have
makes
a
it-
conversation.
What makes it harder is social media.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's a huge difference. Okay, there's a huge difference between a woman on social media. For one, we have to be careful we are innately kind of scared of men.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to just automatically just talk to strangers online, right? As much.
Speak for yourself.
You know, that's why you see she's looking down at her phone now because she is going to do this. But I'm
love
just saying
talking
in
to
general,
strangers.
I don't want to be raped. So I'm not going to just automatically just go talk to somebody that I met online. Men
Well,
don't
that
care.
doesn't mean that they're gonna rape you.
It doesn't, but I'm
You-
saying the likelihood of anything bad happening increases the more strangers you meet.
Right. I never had like a Tinder experience like where I go out and meet a stranger.
Because you're 12,
The furthest I got was conversations like through text,
right?
which I was trying to like be funny or whatever. But then I didn't respond for like a day or two, right? And then it, just deleted off my phone, and
don't
I
know
was
if it works like
ghosted.
that.
I was just ghosted, and I don't know. You're like a Tinder master, Grace.
Yeah, I've been a plethora of fine
A
young
Tinder
men.
Plethora. You hear a plethora. That's a good resume on your Tinder bio.
It's a good resume on my Tinder
You
bio.
can just put that in.
The word plethora.
Yeah.
It turns out you can put words in any structure and make a sentence.
Grace and I are going to share some of our weird Tinder experiences at some point.
Yeah.
I deleted the app yesterday to make
Can you give
storage
us
on
a
my
taste?
phone,
But you didn't screenshot some weird
but
stuff?
I have screenshots and I have real life experiences from meeting some of them, and I still hooked up with some of them.
Can you tell me one of your more terrible Tinder experiences? Well, like that you know off the top of your head, not the screenshots.
Me? Okay. So, like 3 years ago, I just moved back to Houston, and I went on Tinder and found this guy. And
What does he
This
look like?
guy?
he kind of looks like. Have you guys seen Orange Is the New Black?
I've seen it.
He looks like Sio Piscatella,
What?
but like shorter.
Describe him physically for the people that don't know.
Ugly. So,
Oh my God.
he was like, oh, but back then I was like, well, his photos kind of like tricked me.
Too loud?
Okay. His photos kind of tricked me into thinking he was hot. He was like way uglier in person. But anyways, we went to a hookah bar.
That's romantic.
Sure. I do love hookah. I love a good hookah.
Look at your face.
Smoke in the air.
And I am 19 at this time, and he's like 24 or
Oh, he's
something.
such a creep.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like inherently creepy, but
It's creepy.
he did some creepy
You
stuff.
can't even drink,
Like,
so you went to the hookah bar.
yeah, literally, I couldn't drink, so it was like a BYOB hookah bar, and like I would have someone else buy me alcohol so that I could bring it there.
Mother, we hit the hookah and it made a heart.
Mm-mm. What?
I'm not even dignifying that with a response. But anyways,
Go ahead.
so he shows up and he's gross, but I'm desperate. So, we're talking, and I told him that I was interested in getting into like stand-up comedy and stuff. And he was like, oh, I'm something of a writer myself.
Oh.
And I was like, whoa, like, what do you write? And he was like, I write erotica. So,
Children's erotica. What was that on? That was on I think, France or
Children's
something.
erotica. Oh,
I'm joking.
That's R. Kelly's literature.
That is.
Go ahead.
So basically, a few hours pass, and we're at the point where, he's trying to get his hand up my skirt under the table. In
Classic.
the middle of a hookah bar, just trying to get a finger up there. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that. No, that's like a body part. I'm allowed to say that, but you know what I mean by that.
Just be super scientific.
Brianna's like, I hate you.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. We might get a complaint or two.
And
you
we
shut
all
him
have
down?
fingers unless you don't have a
Did
hand.
you shut him down?
No.
Oh. So it was a
So then,
pleasant
like, he's
experience.
doing that, and he, while doing this and sitting next to me in public at a hookah bar, sends me his, like, homemade erotica, like,
Oh God.
that he wrote. And it was just terrible.
At the hookah bar.
And it was
Yeah,
so,
after
so it
the
wasn't
bar.
even good.
No, it wasn't even good. And then, like, he was like, read it while I'm sitting, like, next to him, like, where you
Jesus.
are. And so I'm just, like, flipping through it, like,
And are you trying not to like show your face or disdain? And
I was just
what
like,
you're reading?
nice. Like, I'm 19
So you
and
lied
don't really
to
know
him.
myself sexually,
Right.
And then I peed my pants on the way home, but that was irrelevant.
Oh,
Wow.
well, what about you, Tressa?
I didn't have too many like bad experiences. Just I've been catfished several times.
What?
Yeah, I've been catfished several times. I have the pictures here. I can't show the man, but I can show y'all later. I've kept these pictures.
Just describe what he looks like.
So the pictures that he sent that were on his Tinder profile.
Right.
He is like 6'4",
6'4",
muscular, broad shoulders, beard.
No, something about
clear skin, skin. Just all around handsome, hot. So like all the different things I could say.
Before we go into our break, so you're gonna describe how ugly he really was, like when you actually met him in person, okay? So again, guys, you are listening to The Edge Radio, and this is the Comedians Panel, the morning show that you have to be listening to, and that is 1040 AM, 101.7 FM. Stay tuned. And Tressa, do you have our call number?
281-587-1540.
So call if you want to chime in. And we're going to take a quick break, y'all.
People stop talking to each other. Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Edge Radio Network, where we have conscious conversations.
Edge is about love, relationships, and healing.
Edge Radio is for everyone and about everyone.
Edge is about working together.
Edge Radio is about recreating a beautiful body.
Edge is about community, synergy, and empowerment.
Edge is about being kind, compassionate, and loving to all.
And Edge Radio is about beauty and fashion.
各位观众 ，Edge Radio 是大家最好听的一个电台，不要忘记听哦。Yeah, I love Edge Radio. You can hear all about the topic and join us soon.
Edge is about being on the edge and not jumping. Yes.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters. Been feeling a little edgy lately? Listen to Edge Radio. That'll push you over the top. 1540 AM and 101.7 FM.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FineHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FineHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio. Because truth still...
We are back. This is Edge Radio Morning Show Comedy Edition, 1540 AM, 101.7 FM, and I am your host, Tressa Ellaby. What?
On the break, Tressa was like, Grace, sometimes I look at the video and you're just sitting there
and then
staring at nothing.
Did she just laugh in the middle of the introduction? We are back,
101.7 FM, Grace. 1040 AM. We are back, the Edge Radio.
We do it.
And we left off with Tressa telling us about one of her worst Tinder experiences. And she was describing how this man was 6'4", handsome in his profile picture. When you met him in real life, where was it?
Wait, I know how the story goes. So he looked like that online, and then when you met him, it was Rich Williams.
You know what? He was still himself. Before. It was pictures of him. I think one picture wasn't even him. But what he did, all the pictures they're from 2014. So he apparently gained 80 pounds.
Me.
He has bags under his eyes. He doesn't have like the clean cut haircut. He has these little stupid little piggly little braid things all over his head, looking like a fool. Okay. I don't like long hair on men. I understand.
But his personality
my ex
fire.
was, but I don't care. No, he's a liar. So I can't get past that. Like once you have completely lied and presented something totally different, I'm stuck now. Like that show. If somebody can do that, you can't even trust somebody like that.
That's so
to
true.
Completely look like a completely. It's 2000 at this point this was 2019. And you got pictures from 2014? Like no. And I wasn't gonna let him make it and just sit there. And I was like, you know what?
Was he pretending like everything was fine?
I didn't let him. But yeah, I didn't let him. I was like, so. And I just had the phone up. I was like, so who is this? Because this is not you.
Did you really say that? That's amazing. To that degree though.
Right. Yes, I was like, who is it? I was like,
brave,
you know what?
and
I was laughing though.
Right.
I was laughing. I was just like, you know what? This is ridiculous. Now, I'm going to sit here and eat because I'm hungry, but you realize that I can't even trust you.
It just became a friend's date by that point. Not even friends.
I mean, he was unattractive. No, I'm turned off.
The ones I let into my bedroom.
I was turned off.
Not winners.
Yeah, I can't.
So who is your ex? Is he like famous or something? Because you're like, y'all know who my ex is. I'm like,
no.
Oh my God, is it like?
I don't know who your ex is.
No, he was a comedian. So
was he died?
No, he is alive and well.
In Houston?
I don't know if he's still in Houston, but I'll show you a picture later.
Please. Okay. I need the. Okay, I'm here for it.
So let's change gears and.
And during the break, I just have one thing to say. Adam Radliff, who commented on our
Adam
watch page.
Right.
We know you haven't cheated on anybody. That's because you haven't dated anybody.
All right.
And that's on that.
And she
that's
just
on period.
She read you, Adam, and come back and tell her that is not true. He's working, so he just said that in regard to cheating, he's never cheated. He's never kissed a girl, never slept with anybody while he was already in a relationship, and it's not that hard.
He's never
That's
slept
what
or
he
kissed
says.
with anybody in general.
That's what he says.
Yeah, he hasn't had his first kiss yet, but
we're hoping for the best. We love you, Adam.
We're always in team positive. We're team positive. Optimism starts with yourself.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Shifting gears, Tressa. Yes. Give us your news articles that you're interested in. Anything you find that's interesting in the world.
So what do y'all think about President Trump tweeting the video with the man that yelled out, "White power"?
I'm sorry, wait, what Trump?
White power.
So
what did you call him?
Trump.
What was the part before Trump?
Let's say president?
Yeah.
I think I just said president.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, why are you calling him that?
Grace, I see where your humor.
Yes.
Yeah, so he tweeted out the video. I guess it was it at the rally?
So it was at a Florida retirement community home.
And they were on the golf courses,
Mm-hmm.
on the golf,
Yeah.
And he was saying all he saw, he didn't hear the comment about white power. He just saw that all his great supporters. That's all he saw was just all his supporters, and he didn't notice that that comment.
White
I call
power.
BS.
Okay, well, this
I don't agree
means
with
two
that.
things.
Yeah.
One, he's the person we thought he was.
Mm-hmm.
Or two, his hearing's really bad, and I think both are correct.
Or he does not pay attention to really anything.
Right.
Which is
Or,
also
you
a
know,
possibility.
it could mean that he's just a homebody president who edits his own videos.
Or maybe
because I
he-
feel like if he had
Yeah.
like interns doing that, they would have noticed. I don't know. I mean,
But he wants racist interns. He wants like people who know how to.
racist interns.
Yeah, he
That's
wants
the name of my first comedy
racist
album.
media publicists so he can fish the KKK and also Republicans who go to one KKK rally and they're thinking about going to the second one. Like that's the
Oh,
people
wow.
that Trump
They're
wants
thinking about
to
going to the
wants to
second
get into the voting booths, and I think that's why he's doing it. He's trying to fish these racists.
Trust me, they are already in the.
Oh,
voting
these
booths. They
racists
have been for a
are
while.
hook, line, and sinker caught under Trump's
Yeah.
hook. So, yeah, that's what he's doing. I think that the perfect place for old racism is old white people, and you find those creatures at the community homes in Florida. So it makes perfect sense that there's an old white man yelling, white power!
You know,
And
I
a golf
wish
cart.
that retirement homes in Florida weren't like that because I would honestly want to live at one now. You know, like at this age.
Yeah.
It sounds really great.
Did you say now at
Yeah.
this age?
Like I'm kind of done with life.
Every time.
There's a lot of hookups going on at the retirement home, so you might be.
I'd be the hottest one there.
Yeah, you would. You would be the most popular one there. There's lots of hookups.
It would be like, oh my god, she doesn't even have neck wrinkles yet.
Yeah. And then did y'all hear about the protesters? They were at Mount Rushmore, and so they were the American Indian
Lakota.
protesters were there. Who
Native
this
Indians.
is their native place.
Americans.
They
Native
were born
Americans,
here.
not even
native,
Indians.
right? Native
Americans.
Indians. Actual Americans.
Actual
We don't even have to
Americans.
say native. Just,
Just
Americans.
Original Americans.
Original
OG tribe members.
OG tribe from the original
Chief.
were at
Chief.
Mount Rushmore because that's not what they called.
What's up, Chief?
It was called
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, but that's not the actual.
So you're saying
name.
that? What do you think? So you're saying that
Their old name. They were there to say to get
It's
off our
Lakota.
land.
Lakota.
But no, I'm talking about the Mount
The
Rushmore
mountain.
was
The
called
mountain
something
itself.
else. It's called Papa something. I'll look it up. But
Yeah.
Papa Burger.
But anyway, it's just
located
like
in
it's
Northside
just like having a slave name, right? It's like, of course, like whenever the Africans,
Enrique?
the first Africans, yeah, it is because it's just like the first Africans, right? They come to the U.S. and you get your name, and now you're, I don't know, Draymond Jones or whatever. Mount Rushmore had the same treatment. Like white people just went there.
they came in.
Yeah, they came in. They
and took
already
it.
had a name.
It
right,
was called
but-
Paha Sapa. That is the sacred
Sapa.
site that they still refer mushroom goodness Mount Rushmore, and so it's the Sioux
Baja
CIOUX.
Sapa.
The CIOUX consider the Black Hills, where Mount Rushmore is located, sacred. They still refer to the sacred site as Paha PAHA Sapa. SAPA, and the Trump supporters were telling them to go home. They are home.
Yeah.
There is
What is home?
going home. Y'all go back home to wherever y'all came from.
The Florida retirement home.
All right,
Go home.
or I don't know, Iceland, Viking land, wherever it is that
Caucasus Mountains.
the Caucasus Mountains. Y'all go home.
It
They
is-
are already home.
Caucasia.
Caucasia. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I hail from.
So, Grace, can you speak for your people?
Yes, I speak on behalf of them.
Trump supporters, Grace.
And the thing about it is, it's about the education system being whitewashed and we're taught whatever they want us to believe.
That's so true.
I went to Mount Rushmore. It's haunted.
It's haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably from the Americans.
How close do you get to the faces?
Being killed.
I can't remember. I was like 8.
Oh,
but I think
that's a long
you can
time
like
ago.
hike up there maybe. But yeah, at night you can hear like weird sounds.
Well, like underage sex or something. What are you talking about?
Okay,
you know what? But look,
Enrique's like underage sex. Please.
Not
you know what teenagers do.
Not only were they told to go home, militarized police were on the scene. They sprayed the protesters with pepper spray to disperse the crowd. Okay, they were 15 protesters were arrested for refusing to leave. Let's see, 3 vehicles that blocked the South Dakota highway were loaded on flatbed towing trucks and impounded. Like, what is the reason to automatically bring police in from just protesting, just they're peaceful? Why are they gonna bring in pepper spray and guns of actual protesters saying that you have killed us and took our land and put these white faces
and they're doing it now.
Ha Sapa.
They're still killing them, getting hit by pepper spray, and then towing your car and getting your car out of the impound is, and especially if it's a few days and you're arrested, it's a $900 bill. So, yeah, there goes your rent money for that month too.
And I believe this was on the 4th, as a matter of fact.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this was a protest on the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. It was. I mean,
but you know what?
Did y'all celebrate 4th of July?
No,
I didn't. No, I didn't.
I haven't for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, really, in my family, was never really to celebrate it. It was really because we were off work. We were all together. We used to barbecue in Chicago.
A lot of my black friends posted on Facebook, and they were like,
extended Juneteenth.
Yeah. So they were like, okay, so my ancestors weren't free
slaves
during Independence Day, right? And some of the founding fathers were slave owners. So why should I celebrate July 4th? And then hashtag I said what I said.
Right.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Don't come at me. Oh, it's patriotic Independence Day. Yeah, you were free.
I mean, because there are literally 2 different justice systems. There's another one that I found, but what else did you have, Enrique? Because I didn't want to.
Yeah, no, I got it. So just search up your next article. So Terry Crews, he posted on Twitter,
man,
and to summarize the whole tweet, please don't let hashtag Black Lives Matter turn into Black Lives Better. I will die on this hill. That's what he said at the end.
Well, that's the second tweet. The first tweet. Now, okay, so for those that don't know who Terry Crews is, Terry Crews is the huge muscular chocolate black man that was on
Everybody Hates Chris.
White Chicks. Everybody knows White Chicks when he was chasing around who he thought was a woman.
Everybody Hates Chris, the father.
He was on everybody. Yeah, he's a father. Everybody
He's
hates Chris.
the guy who moves his like pecs.
Yeah.
You know the thing.
Really popular actor.
He was really young when he did that, I think.
No, he's still young.
Swole.
What else was
he hosts America's Got Talent.
He hosts America's Got Talent now.
On his credits, he's very popular.
I don't have like any live TV, so I don't.
It's on Hulu.
And I got Hulu though, but
it's on Hulu.
Okay, and he hosts America's Got Talent. So those that don't really watch everything, you probably know. Just Google America's Got Talent and look up Terry Crews. But Terry Crews, people thought he was married to a white woman, but that is a light-skinned black woman that he's married to. But he has been saying lots and lots of things, and at first he was under fire for saying that he was sexually accosted before.
Why was he
and didn't know what
to.
Well, because they were saying that he's a big man. There's no way that somebody should be touching him, and how did he allow it? So he was under fire for that at first, and they were just kind of mad at him for even, I guess, admitting that. And so now there's all these tweets, these his opinion about black people trying to be better? I don't understand what his malfunction is.
I saw the interview at CNN, right? So he sat down and they were like, boy, you under fire for saying this, hashtag Black Lives Better. And he was like, okay. He sat down and to summarize what he said, yeah, Black Lives Matter is a good mantra, right? But even himself, like his personal experience with other black people, other black people think that they're better than him, you know? Like that's what he said
but that's
on
not
CNN.
The point. It's not
and he feels like
the
chant Black Lives Matter and the movement is very natural, is very real, it's real, right? But he thinks that oppression in itself comes from a seed of, I guess, like self-love. And what I mean by that is that, okay, you love yourself to a point, right, where I guess your self-love turns toxic. And I love myself so much, I'm putting myself over Grace Kirk all the time, right? So if I'm Black Lives Matter, hashtag Black Lives Matter, and Grace Kirk is everybody else, then I'm going to be like, no, you know what? Screw Grace Kirk. I'm getting my stimulus check first. I don't care. Black Lives Matter. And it's pretty much his whole argument.
But
if it turns into that, it's going to be toxic. It's going to turn toxic.
But it can't. We are so behind in just even fairness and just having the same justice system and being able to get loans and housing and other things. It's not about that. It's about being treated fairly. That's what it is. Now the whole Antifa thing versus what Black Lives Matter really is and what it stands for and all of that. But in general, we're saying that we matter too. Not that we are better, not that anyone else's lives don't matter, but stop treating us as if we are just roaches that can be disposed of. We matter too. Not that we matter instead. We matter too. So it's ridiculous, and it's so annoying with these rich people, and no matter what color we're talking about, but this is a millionaire,
right? I don't know how he grew up.
Living a whole different life, and maybe he grew up, and maybe he grew up. He wasn't a millionaire. I'm pretty sure he wasn't.
Right.
But now you've had 20 years of living a whole entirely different life.
Being a
other than everyone, you can get whatever you want.
Right.
So how is it going to be about it being better? All we want is to not be murdered at traffic stops. This is simple. This one issue here. Kenneth Haring was a 62-year-old black man. He was fatally shot by a 22-year-old white woman, George Zimmerman type. Okay, named Hannah Payne. The reason that she shot him was he hit a car, and she, in a vigilante, episode, she decides to follow this man,
right,
and tail him down, and they get into a tussle, and she shoots and kills him because he hit another car and he left. He was leaving the scene. The reason he was leaving the scene is because he was in the middle of a diabetic shock and trying to get to the hospital.
Oh my God.
And she killed him. So what is it? First of all, why do people think that you can kill somebody for non-violent things, period? Mm-hmm. What and she is still free. She has been out on bond several times. They've delayed the case. This happened in 2000. This happened May 7, 2019. And she's bonded out. She's been charged twice, bonded out twice, trial delayed twice. Okay, so far this is going to be the first case in 2020. Right. If that man or any black man was to kill anybody for any reason, they're going to get the longest time possible. They gave a 17-year-old kid 60 years for robbery,
especially
for unarmed robbery.
Yeah,
come on.
And you know what? Another case that I'm very upset about was the death of Elijah Mclean. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know Elijah Mclean, he was killed during the wake of the George Floyd protests, right? So the department in Colorado got a call because there was somebody sketchy walking around. There was a black man walking in the streets. And Elijah Mclean is an introvert himself, right? So he hates confrontation. And
wasn't he autistic?
He had like touches of autism from what people say, right? Allegedly. And this guy was such a good person. He would play violin for cats that were homeless.
For cats.
And you know, I'm a huge animal rights activist. I rescue cats myself. You know, I have a whole colony of cats I'm trying to find home for, right? And simply, they didn't even ask him questions. They didn't ask him why was he doing out there. They didn't ask him for his identification. They simply restrained him and put him into the banned chokehold, right? And allegedly, the police said that Elijah Mclean, very skinny, scrawny black man, tried to reach for a gun, and that's why they beat the crap out of him, right? And this is the part that infuriated me. They called the paramedics. They called an ambulance because he was so beat up. They put him in the back of the ambulance, and they hit him with a shot, an injection of ketamine, because he was so in critical condition.
Ketamine?
And the ketamine shot gave him cardiac arrest, and
correct.
he died because
I don't think
of that.
they gave him horse tranquilizer.
They gave him ketamine.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they gave him ketamine. It's for sure true. You
Grace
can look it
doesn't
up.
believe you.
I mean, I'm sure it was something else, but ketamine, I mean...
But is that what you read, ketamine?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, you know, he's pretty thorough, Grace. You know, with his research. You still don't believe it.
I'm thorough with my research of drugs. Though. So.
But, I mean, are you trying to find it, Enrique?
Wait, the police injected him with that?
Yeah.
Why did they have ketamine on hand?
No, the paramedics.
Oh.
The paramedics did. Why would the paramedics have it?
That's still a horse tranquilizer, but okay. Whatever.
I know.
Discrepancies, I suppose.
And yeah, is ketamine the new police weapon against Black Lives Matter? See that?
Ketamine?
Yeah, ketamine. And this is
See, Grace reaching for the phone, people, if y'all that on the radio.
Well, no, I'm not
But she still don't believe it.
I'm not saying they didn't give him like a sedative, but
but you
horse
just can't
tranquilizer,
believe
I can't
that, like,
believe
why
that.
they even
the cops had already put him.
I mean, I thought that was something only veterinarians had, like.
Okay, I'm trying to find the article, but I'm telling you, if you're listening out there, just Google Elijah Mclean and ketamine. So okay. The paramedics rolled up McLean's shirt sleeve and reportedly injected him with a 500 milligram shot of ketamine, a powerful sedative. Less than 2 minutes later, the 23-year-old started snoring, and after lightly slapping him a few times to make sure he was out cold, the medics lifted McLean's limp body onto the stretcher. On his way to the hospital, McLean went into cardiac arrest. Less than a week later, he was dead.
Goodness.
Ketamine. Horse tranquilizer.
Horse tranquilizer.
Yeah. So when I read this, I was like, why would they inject this man with ketamine? And a lot of people are saying ketamine is now the new weapon against black people, especially black people who allegedly were violent while getting arrested or resisted arrest.
Did y'all see the cops that broke into the couple's car? They were some college kids, and I guess they thought that they were still there, I guess, after curfew, I guess, when it first started. And the two college kids, so they busted the window. They were trying to tell them to get out of the car. Right. And so they busted the window. They tased the one guy who had epilepsy.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, who had he was epileptic. And there was just no reason for it. No, he didn't die. He didn't die. They're gonna be sued though. He's alive and well. Yes, absolutely.
Where was this exactly?
I would have to look that one up. I think that was Atlanta or something. I'd have to find that one. But I mean,
yeah. Okay, so before we come back with some more news stories and some articles that are currently breaking on BBC or CNN. You are listening to The Edge Radio, and it's 101.7 FM, 1040 AM. I am Enrique with Grace Kirk, Tressa Ellaby. We're all Houston stand-up comedians, and we're also very woke. And Tressa, do you have the number that they can call in with?
Absolutely. 281-587-1540 if you want to join the conversation. I am going to sign off for today. I'll be back tomorrow, so y'all keep listening. Yes. Make sure y'all follow me at Comedian Tressa and then TressaEllaby.com and see what it is that I'm doing. Make sure y'all come out to Laugh Jones Comedy Club in Cypress every Sunday, 7 and 9. I'm the manager of that club. And then if you're a comic and want to get booked, email me at laughjonescomedyclub@gmail.com. Thank y'all. And
all right, Justin.
Stay
nice
tuned.
Yeah.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters. We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
We work our whole lives.
This is former Rocket Robert Reed.
This is Mel Jewell of Athletes United.
And we want to talk to you about our new program and podcast. We're talking about former athletes who are doing a lot of things in the community.
Various athletes in various sports. Swimming, track, soccer, football, baseball, you name it.
Former and current athletes here in the greater Houston area.
All promoting wellness, health. All promoting that which makes us all better.
Of Edge Radio, truth still matters.
Hey, it's your boy Enrique Chacon, aka Ricochet Sean, and you are listening to The Edge Radio, 101.7 FM, 1040 AM. And with me, I have the world famous, Houston famous, Grace Kirk.
Is it world or Houston famous?
It's both of them because it's world.
Houston is in the world, but I would prefer world from now
I think that you're world famous, Grace Kirk.
I'm getting there.
Until you die.
There. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So we want to talk about the grind.
We're over here bonding because we are both hardworking, sweat drinking, Uber Eats delivery drivers. That is the official profession of comedians.
How can Uber Eats drivers get on radio? Because we're that special.
The thing I hate the most about Uber Eats is like whenever you start the delivery and then they have these like annoying instructions for to get through the apartment complex.
Right.
By the way, literally the hard-hitting news right now. we're doing it.
Hard-hitting news.
We're doing the hard-hitting news.
Yeah.
The important topics that need to be discussed in today's
we
society.
need to talk about the real essential workers that don't get any credit.
The Uber Eats delivery drivers.
Yeah, and any other delivery driver, especially the Uber Eats delivery drivers.
Uber Eats, first of all, is the best.
It's the original.
Cheapest.
It's the original.
It's not the original. Favor is the original.
Okay, well, we don't know Favor. Uber Eats is the original.
You don't know Favor?
No, we don't know Favor.
Favor?
I don't care about Favor right now. I care about UE.
UE, baby. Uber Eats all the way.
UE. We out here.
Well, I can't lie though. I did upgrade to just being a Lyft driver.
Well, you know what? I'm proud of you because
there's so many rude people.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, don't you hate it whenever you get sent into an address of a huge apartment complex, and it sends you to the part where the gate isn't available, and I'm like, okay, so this gate is not gonna open because it has to freaking chain around it.
Right, or
so
they don't even give you the gate code.
Yeah, where the heck? And I'm calling this person, and it goes straight to voicemail, and I'm like, so how am I supposed to find the gate? So after riding around this block, you find the gate, and then there's 1,000 apartments, and this is apartment 718. Mm-hmm. Where the hell is 718?
Where the hell is apartment 718? And then you message them, and you're like, hey, where do I go? And they don't respond.
And then finally, after you've been lost for 10 minutes, they call.
Oh, here's what I do. On Uber Eats, you only have, if you call them and they don't answer, you only have to wait 8 minutes before you get paid to leave the delivery and get the food. So whenever I get there, I'll press the call button, and then it'll be like, are you sure you want to call them? And then I'll be like, no. And it'll trick it into thinking that I already have called them. So I'll be like, yeah, start timing this delivery. So if they don't get to me in 8 minutes, then I leave. It's like, come on, I've got other stuff to do. You're wasting my time.
So anyways, I did a delivery yesterday. It was apartment 718, right? And the lady calls me, and she's just like, well, where are you? It's been 10 minutes.
What's the accent there?
Where are you? It's been 10 minutes. I need you to get here. My food is probably getting cold. And I'm like, oh my God, this lady is probably going to be annoying.
Who's the rudest customer you've ever had?
This lady yesterday was pretty rude, right? Because I found apartment 708, right? And she was standing in between two apartment complexes, a sidewalk. So I couldn't see her. Mm-hmm. It's 8 p.m. It's nighttime, right? And she's like, hey, I hear somebody yelling, and I look in the back mirror, and I'm like, this lady's going to give me a thumbs down. I already know.
Yeah.
She's going to say I'm probably rude or something. And she's just like, hey, I'm right here. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be apologetic. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. I was trying to find your apartment. And she was just like, well, don't worry about it. And then she grabbed the food, rudely. And then she was
snatched it?
Yeah, and she was like, that's why I don't tip y'all.
Oh!
And then she told me, God bless you. And she went up to an apartment complex.
Where was this? What part of Houston?
This was all the way up in the north side. Aldine, Houston. Aldine.
No, when I do Uber Eats, I am strict about where I will deliver to because I know which areas tip and which ones don't. And if it's a suburb, they don't.
Right.
Okay. Basically, Montrose, Rice Village. The Heights, they will tip you, but the other places, oh no. And you
horrible.
Richmond, Texas, you have to drive 20 miles to get to anything, and then you just go to this backwoods house where it's dark and you can't see anything, and you might die.
And are you comfortable telling people how much you make with Uber Eats? Are you comfortable?
Sure. I mean, I'm an openly poor person.
Yeah,
I don't think I lie about that.
Yeah. We're special though.
So during the peak hours of Uber Eats, it's $20 an hour.
$20 an hour.
But I would say generally, if it's not a peak hour, it's $10.
$10 an hour.
Yeah. If it's not busy, you'll make 10.
Right.
You'll get 2 $5 deliveries.
Worst day is on a Wednesday. We might have a caller, y'all. Let's see.
No.
Okay, so if the caller doesn't go through, then, hey, if you're listening out there, call my phone and I will answer. Or call me through Messenger and I will answer. Anyways, I started doing Uber Eats because the pandy hit, right? And
the pandy.
Yeah, before the pandy though, I had already quit my job. I quit my job at a hotel because they were underpaying me and I had the worst graveyard hours. You know how you just
What hotel did you work at? Motel 6?
Okay.
La Quinta?
Hilton Hotel, downtown.
Yes.
Dallas Street, Baldwin Hilton Hotel.
Oh, I've actually delivered Uber Eats to there.
It's a nice hotel, right?
Yeah.
Underpaying their front desk agents. I was like the best.
You're a front desk person?
Yeah, what's the front desk person? I feel like I'm a people person.
You ever got weird calls in the middle of the night?
No, but I had this lady one time who I was a front desk agent, and she walked up to me drunk, and she was trying to get a room, and she booked it with Capital One, right? And Capital One books rooms for people. And she called, and the people were like, no, we haven't booked anything for you. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. So she was mad at me, but she had this anger in her. She had this drunk anger. You know what you're like.
Understandable. I've had the drunk anger towards you specifically as well.
Right, especially while we're hosting open mic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're just like easy to be mad at.
Yeah, just for no reason.
Which now I feel sort of bad about because you look adorable right now.
You're like the only bully I ever had, Grace. I think. 'Cause I don't really have bullies ever.
Okay, I didn't bully you. I just reacted to you being sexist towards me.
Right, I've never been sexist. I'm gender non-binary.
All right.
Anyways,
okay.
Yeah, so this lady gets mad. She calls her homegirls, right? They were all white girls, you know. I don't know, 32 and divorced or 32 and single.
32 is really young to be divorced.
Right. Yeah, you've messed up because you messed up in your 20s.
Yeah.
And you know that you have the ugly friend of the group where you have 3 decent looking girls and then you have the ugly girl, right? So the ugly girl gets in her bag and she throws tampons all over the front desk.
No way.
Yeah, she throws tampons all over the front desk and she tells me that she's on her period, right? And after that, I'm trying to keep my cool, and my manager is trying to keep her cool too. She was like this black lady, Tessa, that was her name, right? And we found the room, right? But because they were being so rude after throwing those tampons, we just deleted the room from the system, and we just let them, throw tampons at all the other customers at the C. Baldwin Hotel. And I think that was this is why I had to quit that job in December, right? I was mad, and eventually, once the pandy hit, I had some jobs lined up for restaurants and stuff, and obviously they didn't pan out. Olive Garden didn't want me because the pandy had hit, so I started doing Uber Eats.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's all right. Do you take your girlfriend with you?
Yeah, it's definitely my girlfriend with me.
Well, I am, no one will ever date me, but I do take my friends along with me, and we smoke and stuff, and it's fun.
It's crazy. I feel like when I take my girlfriend, I'm so distracted by her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are getting freaky while doing Uber Eats.
We're getting. We have good conversation, conversation.
I love a good conversation. Brown is same.
Yeah.
We love it.
Just conversation's so hot.
No, it is. No, I don't like conversation. I don't know. I'm so bad at that whole part of relationships. The physical thing, I'm good at, But talking and knowing, I guess my thing is, and this is a good question. By the way, let's give the number so they can call in.
Yes, okay. So if you want to call in,
give us your opinion on what I'm about to
say. 281-587-1540.
One more time.
Yeah, so if you want to call in, chime in about Uber Eats or your side hustles during the Corona Pandy.
Or if you just want to say hi.
Or if you just want to say hi to us, 281-587-1540.
So, I don't know. My thing is, if it's a relationship where you start out as friends, how do you make that switch to a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever relationship?
Okay, so I had that with my girl. Right?
Okay,
we were friends at first.
Is it y'all are friends and you obviously like each other, and then one day you're just this is my boyfriend now, and I'm gonna act completely different? I don't know. I don't get how that works.
So if you spend private time with your friend, right, and you feel like you're even closer than friends are.
What is private time?
Private. If you go out with them, if you're going out on dates with them, right, like a friend dates, but it's actually just a regular date.
Or you're seeing if it works.
Yeah. You go out with them to eat or whatever, just to have fun or to kick it. And if you feel like, oh man, now this is getting super personal, super together we are an individual. You I don't know. For example, I took my girl out to, or maybe she took me out to Frank's Pizza, right?
Beautiful.
Frank's Pizza, nice pizza shop, right? A hole in the wall pizza shop, but it's like super personal there. It's like a small space.
No, it is.
And
it's like a good date spot.
It's a good date spot, yeah. So if you go to the second floor, you know, it's like old school tables and chairs.
Yeah.
Feels like the 70s. You sit
I
down.
hope that place doesn't shut down with the pandemic. Actually.
Oh, it's not gonna shut down.
We love Frank's.
Frank's Pizza is so delicious. Yeah, so right there, like we were just bonding too hard. You know, she's like you bond too hard where you tell each other like your secrets or whatever.
And it's like time flies by.
Time flies by. Yeah, you hit the vape pen or whatever.
Oh.
And
okay.
yeah, and once you get to that point, if you go back to each other's houses or if you're in the car, I think the guy has to make the move. The guy, unless you're like a bold woman, right? And you just grab him by the neck.
See, as bold of a woman as I am, I'm not in relationships. I get really scared. Like, even now, I can't text this guy, like, first. Like, I can't do it no matter what. It won't happen. It can't happen. I won't do it, and I'm scared of it. And the thought of even doing it makes me nervous.
You just feel getting ignored. You feel the waiting time, right?
Yeah, I'm very scared of rejection.
Yeah. So what I don't like with like new relationships or like getting into a relationship is the fact that if I text you, right, and you wait 10 minutes, then I'm gonna have to wait 10 minutes.
Okay, no, that's the whole thing that I don't know. I don't play that game.
But people,
Brianna's like, I don't play that game.
But people
either.
play that game. And Brianna don't play that.
And Brianna doesn't play that.
Yeah.
No, that is so dumb. See, I don't care about the whole waiting to text thing. I feel like if someone's doing that, then they don't really like you. If I like someone,
they're playing hard to get though. Like,
I don't like the playing hard to get. Just
I
be
want
a
you to
normal
want
person.
me. Yeah.
What are the weird mind games that people like to play? I want to date a normal person. Don't play these games. It's not attractive. We're not in high school anymore. If we were still in high school, you would probably be wearing a bucket hat. Which, by the way, I lost my virginity to a guy who wore bucket hats. Ugh.
Ooh, is that a
all I
turn
can
on?
say is he still lives with his mom.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So I'm glad I take my girl out to do Uber Eats with me.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's cute.
Yeah,
I remember when you first got into a relationship, I thought you were lying.
I
didn't know that you were really in one.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Like I don't look like I'm a forever alone guy.
No. Not forever alone. I just didn't think it was real.
Oh, damn.
Like, okay, if I was like, hey, Enrique, I have a boyfriend, you would be suspicious of it, probably.
Right, especially
like, would you
for
believe
comedy.
me?
Yeah, you're a Boondocks host. Like,
Yeah, like, Boondocks host stays single.
You stay in the gutter.
Right?
Like, why are
Always.
you're an open mic host. You're hosting comedy. How are you in a relationship? What?
I know.
Yeah.
God, don't even get me started. Never date comedians either.
I have a down-ass chick.
Yeah, I like gorgeous.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And
taller than me, way taller than
beautiful, radiant, amazing.
Tall.
We love you. Is she
great
watching?
smile. Hopefully, great smile. Beautiful nose, beautiful body, everything.
Okay, now you're just like horny on the radio. Ew. Oh my god, and I'm here with him alone, guys. Help. I'm scared.
Anyway, how do you start Uber Eats? So where do you start?
We're still talking about Uber Eats.
Yeah. This is how it happened because I was telling you, take my girl out to Uber Eats. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. You know, it all started actually when I was 1 year old.
It was all a dream.
I got into a car crash when I was 1 year old.
Jesus Christ.
And it was really bad. And last year when I was 21, I got all the money from that car crash. So
how much was
it? Was like $20,000 or something.
Jesus,
so
you had $20,000?
Yeah. It's gone now.
Oh, you're the third. Oh, never mind. You're a poor person to get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm rich now, but
like happiness rich?
Absolutely not. I mean, I feel like we already knew the answer to that.
Okay.
No, but like I got the money, and I quit my job and was just like chilling, partying, drinking, drugging. Not anybody, just myself.
Right.
Hooking up with dudes. And you know.
Dudes.
Would drink a lot, crashed my car a couple times.
I remember I invited you to my other podcast, Life is Hard, Laugh It Off. And she was like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. Total my car.
True.
And I was
you
like,
see that
is
new
she
card
lying?
on there? That's mine. No, I was not lying.
No, you weren't lying. But yeah, so how did you end up Uber Eats?
So here's the thing. Like I was, partying so much, ordering food and spending a lot of money that I spent all my money in a year. I spent like $20,000.
Jesus.
I mean, I was spending it on rent and, other stuff too. But after I crashed my car for the last time, good times. That was actually the anniversary was like maybe like a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
I had no money left, so I had to start Uber Eats, and I couldn't do Uber because my car was so ugly because I kept like driving drunk and crashing it. Which, by the way, we don't condone.
Yeah, don't drink and drive. Yeah,
we love Brianna. I wish you could be in this right now with us.
you should just like connect that mic
She
and just
hates
talk on the
us.
side. Yeah, but anyways,
So yeah, no, like I had no money and I had to start doing that. And is it a great way to pay rent? No, I never made rent ever, barely.
With Uber Eats?
Yeah.
Shoot.
I got a lot of my money from random men on the internet.
Okay.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, you have like your OnlyFans or whatever.
No, I don't do OnlyFans.
Okay.
This is a completely clean, they just love me for me. World famous.
Oh, you just have donations.
Yeah, donations.
Donations. If
anyone wants to donate to my
give them
Venmo.
your Venmo. Give them your
My
Venmo.
Venmo's Cold as Lucas. ColdasLucas.
Right. Okay, that's awesome. So Uber Eats, we know how you got there. What has been your worst delivery? I'll tell you mine after.
See, I've never had anyone be really rude to me.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that like constitutes a bad delivery for me is like I've messed up. So like one of the last times I've done Uber Eats, actually it was the last time I did it. It was like over a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. I was delivering Taco Bell to this lady downtown. And okay, so she had like a bag full of burritos, and then she had one of those drink holders with 2 large drinks in it.
No, you did not slap those drinks, girl.
You already know. So, I'm dropping it off at this building downtown. It's like on Milam or something.
Gosh, Sky House?
No, it was like a business building.
Right.
And, she was like, I'm going to meet you in the lobby. So, you have to park in the middle of the street to do one of those.
Hazard lights on.
Hazard lights on, which, by the way, the hazard lights are the I can park anywhere lights.
Yeah, hazard lights on.
That is what that means.
I'm turned on. Whatever.
Ew,
yeah.
Enrique!
Just like, keep going.
Okay, so, park in the middle of the streets with the I'm turned on lights, as Enrique wants
turned
to
on
say.
Lights, yeah.
And she messages me and she's like, I'm walking down to the lobby, and I was like, okay, so I get and it's raining, by the way. So I get the burritos. Right. I step out of my car. I like try and scoop the drink holder with my other hand, and I see her walking down. So she's walking down from the lobby to like the outside world where my car is parked, and I get out of the car, and all of a sudden the drinks just and then like topple over right in front of her, and like I see her face, and she's like, and I'm over here like,
dog.
So I literally look at her in her face and was like, yeah. I got back in my car, went on Uber Eats, canceled the order, and got paid for it and like sped away while it was raining. I was mortified. I didn't even give her food.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
And you can still drive?
I haven't tried.
Oh, you haven't tried since?
That was so traumatic. I like gave up afterwards.
No, you gotta get back on it. That's why you changed to
You make way more money doing Lyft.
Like Lyft? Like what do you mean? Like passengers and everything? Because you have a new car, right? So
yeah. What is there? Lyft Eats or something
I don't know.
now?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Lyft.
no, that's my car down there. It's a new car.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I have been doing Lyft, in which, by the way, none of the customers wear masks.
No.
They don't care.
Breaking news.
But of course, like I have to wear one, and I'm like suffocating the entire time, which is fine.
You open the windows with the AC.
Yeah, you have to keep the windows open.
How much are you making an hour with Lyft?
Oh, dude, Lyft is like easily 40 plus.
An hour?
Yeah.
Jesus, I might get on that. But
and
my
you don't
car
even have
sucks.
to get out of your car ever. You don't have to do anything. You just pick them up. Usually, they don't talk to you. Sometimes they do.
Ugh.
Sometimes you pick up hookers.
And you hate conversation, or like you pick up like a girl from like a Diamond Inn or something, or like a
a hooker. Yeah. The thing that I like though about Houston is like everything is so far away that you make so much money doing Lyft. Like every like destination I take someone to is like 38 miles away, and you make like $40 doing it, and that will sometimes it only takes you half an hour, so you can make like $80 an hour.
That's pretty good. Gosh.
The thing is, no one tips.
Are you making rent now? Oh yeah, they don't tip. They're not.
Yeah,
gonna
no one
tip
tips.
you.
No one tips on ride sharing, which sucks because they think that like what they're paying you get, and that is not true. But you get like half of that. Yeah, I'm making rent now, but I'm also getting
Donations.
No, I'm getting the $600 a week for the pandemic.
Oh, okay. The unemployment.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Dope.
That's not unemployment. It's like pandemic
Pandy help.
assistance.
Okay. Awesome. Well, my worst Uber Eats story. All right. So I'm going to like the Spanish Heights, all the way up north, and
Beautiful.
you have those apartments that just look like, I don't know, they look like jailhouses. You know, they're like big big old gates, and there's two apartment complexes like next to each other, so you don't know which one is which, right? And the instructions are super unclear. Call the lady, she doesn't pick up again. So I decided to
You need to start the timer.
Yeah, so I gotta do that. I actually ran away with somebody's Popeyes after the timer went to 0, like after 8. Had a big old Popeyes. But anyways, I drive into the Spanish Heights apartment complex. It's one of those places where it probably has roaches, and this parking space is like super tight. I make a left and I find the apartment, right? And I drop off the food, and I forget that I have the drinks in the car, right? So anyways, I go back to my car and I go back to the apartment complex, and the food is gone, right? But then I get a call from a lady, and the lady is telling me like, hey, I was wondering where you're at or whatever. And I was like, I just dropped off your food and you took it to your house, right? And she was like, no, I haven't taken any food to the house.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh no. So I knock at the door, and these two crackheads come out.
Crackheads?
And I knew they were crackheads, right? Because their teeth, you could tell.
No, that's actually meth.
You can tell.
The teeth
Oh yeah. Okay, so they were meth heads, right? And they were like super skinny, and they had like those eyes. You know, these like those meth heads have fierce eyes. You know, the crazy eyes. They like pop out at you.
Is that what I look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I tell them, hey, I'll Venmo you $10 if you just give me the food back. And they're just played dumb like,
I would have canceled the food by then.
I don't know what you're talking
why
about.
Why would you Venmo them $10?
I don't know what you could.
Don't be a good guy.
I gotta be an evil guy. But anyways, that was the worst. I ended up calling customer support, right, and they refunded her money or whatever. Because I just told them they jacked me. That's what I said. They just stole me. They
Did you
stole
still get paid?
Yeah, I still got paid. That was a good thing. They have good customer support.
No, they don't. They do not. On New Year's Eve, they made me drive 15 miles to a Jack in the Box, and the line took like 30 minutes to get through, and the girl canceled her order while I was in it, and I was like, do I get paid for driving 15 miles and waiting 30 minutes? And they were like, no.
Jesus.
Like,
Do you still get the food?
Yeah, I got the food.
Oh, well, that's the only good
but
thing.
Like, it was like 10 million fried chicken sandwiches, and it was already New Year's Eve, and I was like, I'm gross, and I feel bad about myself because everyone is skinny and sparkly.
If you had those chickens right now, I will for sure break one to get that buttermilk ranch with the Jack in the Box order. Oh, that's so good. But anyways, let's tell the people where they could find you.
You can find me on Instagram at ColdAsLucas, Facebook Grace Kirk. Listen to my podcast. We had 2 new episodes this week. It's Take a Break from Porn, or TABFP.com. And I'll be back Thursday.
All right. And I am your host, Enrique Chacon, and you can find me at EnriqueChaconComedy.com or my Instagram, and that is at Ricochet Sean. I have my own podcast, and it's Ricochet Sean Podcast, Rico's Corner, and I'll be dropping episodes soon. And anyways, you have been listening to The Edge Radio 101.7 FM, 1040 AM, and stay tuned. We have 1540 AM, sorry about that. Yeah, and stay tuned. We have upcoming shows, some great people, some smart people that you for sure want to listen to.
Way smarter than us.
Way smarter than us.
And they don't work for Uber Eats either.
And they don't work for Uber Eats. They have their own businesses, and they could teach you a thing or two about surviving during this pandemic. Anyways, we are out.
I want to introduce to you a gentleman that I've come to know and really appreciate, Dr. Raul Rodriguez from Rodriguez Rejuvenation. It's a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Well, I started my career as in cosmetic surgery and aesthetic medicine over 20 years ago. And I've always been an innovator in everything that I've done. And I was fortunate enough to be featured on ABC News